Thanks very much. Thanks for being here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, our work in this campaign as of tonight is done. All the speeches and the canvassing and the phone banking have come to an end. Not quite the speeches, but almost. I want to congratulate Governor Kasich on his victory, and I truly wish him well and the state well in the next 4 years. I have so much gratitude for so many people, and I really don't have time to express it all. But first of all, and I know so many of them are here, I want to thank all the volunteers who worked so hard month after month, all the way up until the very last minutes of today, without any compensation, without as much thanks as they deserve, and we're just all, on behalf of Sharon and I, we're very grateful to you. I want to thank my staff. We have some wonderful people that dedicated a big chunk of their lives. People like Chip Shannon. Please don't give him the loudest applause. You'll only encourage him. But he wasn't alone. There were a lot of other folks too. Folks like Lauren Hitt. Melissa Hedman, Lindsay Baldar, our whole finance team. A whole bunch of folks who really put up with a lot, worked under, and it wasn't just what they did, it was their friendship that I appreciate so much. Of course, I have to thank my wife Shannon, my daughters Colleen and Bridget, my sons Jack and Connor, who are the best part of my life, and they're here too, of course. Folks, I'm going to try to be brief, but let me just say this, that I know that it's standard fare to say that you love Ohio when you run for office, and I certainly felt that way. But in the last 18 months, I had an opportunity to travel all over the state, all 88 counties, and I had that rare opportunity. So few people get that opportunity. And I met people all over the state that really made it real for me. I met dedicated public school teachers in Columbus. I met laid-off steel workers down in Ormet. I met people trying to survive on a minimum wage in Dayton. I met small business people in small towns all over the state. I met students at our colleges that are struggling with crushing student loan debt and still trying to make it. Everywhere I went, I can tell you, everywhere I went, the story was always the same. Some people are doing very well, but too many were struggling to even keep up with their parents' standard of living. But I have to tell you that all of them represented the values and the character of a great state with great people. And for me and Sharon, to be allowed into their homes and their union halls and their gatherings to talk about their concerns and aspirations and what we could do to work with them, that was a privilege that very few people have, and I'm very thankful for it. And that process, I will tell you, was eye-opening to me. It was educational for me. They allowed me to tell their stories to the rest of the state, and that was truly a privilege and an honor. And I just want to say that this campaign from the very beginning was waged against the odds. It was waged against great concentrations of wealth and power because of the single overriding belief that I have, and I know that you have, that Ohio wasn't serving the best interests of its citizens, at least not in the way that they deserve or the way that justice demands. And it's really important that those convictions that I have and that you have survive this campaign. Because when you believe in things, you have a responsibility to fight for them regardless of the outcome of any single campaign. And so many Ohioans, including those of you that are here tonight, know exactly the kinds of things that we have to do in this state. We need to guarantee human rights and equal rights in the workplace, in housing, in marriage, and in life for everyone in Ohio, regardless of wealth, or race, or gender, or orientation. childhood education. We need to provide quality K through 12 education that respects and supports our students and our teachers. We need to establish a higher education system that's affordable for every single child, regardless of their wealth. We need a minimum wage that actually rewards hard work. In an economy that is actually focused on working people, not just corporate profits, and allows workers to have a real voice in their workplace.
That's right.
We need to treat our environment as a sacred trust and not just as an obstacle to development. All of these things. All of these things are not just things that it would be nice to have. There are things that we need in this state in order to have a state that fulfills the hopes and aspirations that we have for ourselves and our children and our grandchildren. So especially for anyone here in this room that's in their first campaign, we need you to persevere and continue to fight for all of those principles, not to benefit a specific politician or a specific campaign, but for all of the people in Ohio who deserve so much more than they're getting. But they won't get it unless you keep fighting until someday we win. Let me conclude with this. A great man once said that the best way to predict the future is to create it. Ohio's future will be defined by you. If you stay true to your beliefs and never relent in your work for a more just society, including here in Ohio. And at this point, it's my privilege to